What a night for Juventus, what a night for the Bianconeri at the San Paolo. The title race in Serie A is absolutely on fire. What a fantastic win for Juventus at the San Paolo, their first clean sheet in Napoli's home since March 1997, something Buffon was very quick to remind everyone at the end of the game. It's always been historically a difficult place for Juve to play in, but this win could really make a difference for the next months in Serie A, the rest of the title race. Of course, Napoli were unbeaten until now, only 2 draws so far against Chievo and against Inter, and then Juve come to the San Paolo, they play as they know, they get an early goal, they defend magnificently and get the victory, and Napoli never really had a clear chance to make it 1-1. Buffon, a couple of good saves, Reina, an absolute miracle to deny Matuidi Juve's second, so that really was the difference, despite Napoli dominating overall ball possession and shooting on target like never before against Juve this season. Juve hadn't conceded this many shots, 21 shots in a single Serie A game this season yet. But the difference was just the mentality, at least in our opinion, where Juve just did what they wanted when they wanted, and Napoli kind of adapted to Juventus' rhythm of the game. When Juve were attacking and had quick counter-attacks, and those moments when they dominated possession, Napoli kind of sat back a little bit. Then when Napoli were attacking, Juve were happy to sit back and, of course, resist. Allegri just showed once again how tactically sublime he can be. And when Juventus, when the Bianconeri are able to be concentrated, focused in the game for 90 minutes, they are one of the best teams in Europe. Of course, when they don't, like against Sampdoria, they can go into very bad games. But this is true about almost any team in the world. At this level, you obviously have to be as concentrated as possible. It's, well, Gonzalo Higuain's night, of course. 6 goals in his last 5 Serie A games. 5 goals in 5 against Napoli since he left the San Paolo. And, well, what can you say about this guy? He comes into the game getting booed every single second. He even kind of makes fun of the fans, of the insults, without really exaggerating. It was more in a funny way. And then, with a hand that was hurting, of course, after the operation on Monday, gets the goal. A lovely goal in the build-up with Douglas Costa, Dybala getting the ball perfectly in, and then Higuain getting that goal. Now, what it means for the rest of the season, for the title race, well, of course, Inter now have the chance to go top of the table. But more importantly, it shows how Juve are probably still the best team, and it would be overall silly to say otherwise because it's a team that won the last 6 Scudettos and that still made a lot of investments in the summer. Juventus are still the best team. They just need to maintain the concentration we saw in the big games, especially at the San Siro against Milan, at the San Paolo against Napoli, in every single game, and that's always been the difference between Juve and the other clubs in past seasons. And then, of course, it will be very interesting to see how Napoli react. If the mentality step has been made, if they're now a really top club, not a problem to lose against anybody, and then get the reaction in the upcoming games, get the victories where it matters. Scruffy games like against Udinese, those are the 3 points Napoli absolutely needed to get. Against Juve, it's fine to lose if at the end of the season you've beaten all the teams you have to beat. You'll probably still be up there fighting for the Scudetto. We'll see if Napoli will react in the best way. Obviously, Champions League coming up, first of all. And then if this will give Juventus the boost to really kill the Scudetto. But the title race has never been as good as this one this season. So a lot of Serie A magic coming up, and everyone here at Forza Italian Football can't wait to live it and tell you the story. Let us know what you thought about Napoli against Juventus, if the Partenopei deserved perhaps more, and if this could really kill the title race so early on with Juve now the favourites. Of course, follow us on social media on Facebook and Twitter, support us on Patreon, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. It's ciao for now.